Good morning, everyone. Extremely sick rapid fire rundown here today. We're going to be discussing Goon tape as well as Reese wraps and Ranger wraps, shown right here. This is going to be a really quick video just showing the uses I have found for these. And without further ado, let's get started. So, over here, we have something called Goon tape. Extremely unfortunate name. It's a little cringy, but essentially it is hockey tape. Okay. It's very soft, probably a little bit softer than most hockey tapes, but it's designed to be used for the grip of like a firearm. For many people, grips, even like this, people complain that it can rub your stomach raw, or just the contact with it on your hands can cause some irritation. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't lift, so they try to cover it off with a really soft tape. Um, that's not to say I don't like it. Actually, I actually really do enjoy Goon tape. I just wanted to explain some of the uses I found for it. First of all, obviously, you can put it on the firearm. It is extremely soft. It is extremely comfortable. The biggest detractor for it is I feel like it holds moisture really well, which isn't great. When I grab my firearm, I don't want it to be too sweaty. So I feel like it holds moisture a little bit. But at the end of the day, it is extremely soft. When I give this to my girlfriend, I know she would probably prefer to hold this. Um, so Goon tape, I like it, right? If you want your firearm to be a little bit, the grip to be a little bit softer, I recommend it. And there is an argument that having a little bit of flex when you grab it, because it's obviously a cloth material, can help you with grip and potentially like recoil control. But I'm personally the kind of person that puts basically sandpaper on a lot of my guns, so this isn't quite for me. But I do have, I do think it does have a good use case. Um, One thing I do enjoy Goon tape for is going to be like ARs, because recoil isn't nearly as much of a thing on the AR platform. The slide isn't reciprocating, and there's not nearly as much movement with an AR. I find that putting it on like an AR grip is actually really comfortable. So I do like Goon tape for this. I have it over here on my front grip as well. It makes it extremely comfortable. So for an AR platform, I actually really like Goon tape quite a bit. Um, these aren't that expensive if you go to their Goon tape website. I'm not sure exactly what their MSRPs are, but you can buy, I think I bought 3 rolls for like $20, which is just an absolutely ludicrous amount of tape. I'm never going to need to buy that again. One other thing I really like about Goon tape is I have noticed that, I have experimented with putting it on things like clips for my holster, right? And what this does is it makes it so the holster or the clips don't dig into your belt as much. And it's not going to chew your belt up. Or just any material that I want to be softer. For example, I actually have Goon tape on my steering wheel in my vehicle. Um, that is something I actually recommend a lot. It adds a lot of traction instead of it just being that raw leather. So, last thing I want to say about Goon tape is I have it on this 43X right here, which I will get into in a moment. But uh, for weapons that are very slick, it does offer a little bit more traction than, um, of course, like a stock Glock 43X frame, which is kind of lacking, to be honest. Okay, so we've talked enough about Goon tape. Let's move on to a more interesting topic, and that's going to be Cordura wraps. So this right here is a Cordura wrap for a BCM stock, right? I also have a Cordura wrap on my EOTech right here in Woodland. Now, you guys know me. I spray paint all my guns. This gun is obviously spray painted. Um, that being said, and I'm not afraid of spray painting optics, but that being said, this is a lot better of a multicam job that I could really do on an EOTech. Um, as well as I think it adds a nice little bit of texture. I have looked at this under night vision and it doesn't glow, which I think is a big benefit. EOTechs, and especially this Unity mount, absolutely glow under night vision, so I should probably paint this up. But regardless, I do really like this on attachments that I really don't want to paint because I may end up getting rid of them. Once again, this EOTech is actually painted underneath the wrap, but hey, it looks clean. It looks very nice. So further back though, I do have a Cordura wrap on this BCM stock, and there is actually one benefit to this. I don't think anyone really does this for anything outside of just how it looks. And I do think it looks kind of cool, to be honest with you, but I think one benefit is when you do bring it up to your cheek and you rest your cheek on this, it's very comfortable. Instead of it being hard plastic, I actually noticed that my chin, it kind of glues to this when I bring it up to my head, right? And I think that's a very small benefit that they probably don't even advertise on their website, but I actually really like it. I'm excited. I haven't shot this yet, but I'm excited to bring this to the range and see if I actually see if it does have any tangible benefits. I doubt it will. It's mostly an appearance thing, but hey, you know what? Maybe it does. Okay, so Ranger wraps, those are mostly aesthetic. Ranger wraps and Reese wraps. I couldn't tell you which one has which, but just go between those two websites. They each have different optics and lights. Neither of them have everything. So the last thing I want to show you guys today is going to be this 43X. First of all, this 43X is a work in progress. I actually have a Parker Mountain Machine comp coming in, and I'm essentially turning this into a little roll-in special, which I'm obviously very passionate about. I made a video on the platform. And then I have the PSA 15 round mags coming in, which I'm very excited to give you guys a range report on. But over here, my RMR-CC is in multicam black, and then I have multicam black under here, as well as multicam black on my TLR-7A. Once again, this is mostly for aesthetics, but this right here, this grip does have a multicam black grip, or lower for the 43X, and I actually put Goon tape over it. Once again, just because I'm experimenting, I'm probably going to take it off. But the Cordura, you guys probably know what Talon grips are. Talon grips are fantastic. I recommend them, especially for like a competition gun if you don't want to get into stippling. They're extremely aggressive. They're sandpaper grips, that is. So this Cordura, it's kind of in between the two. It's not sandpaper, but it's also not their really shitty rubber material that I made the mistake of buying one time. That's awful. Please don't use it. It's you put water on that thing and you have zero traction. But this Cordura, it's kind of an in-between of the two. So I'm experimenting with it. It does seem kind of cool so far. But most importantly, it doesn't cost $200, $300. And that's really the whole point of this video. It's just that stippling is ludicrously expensive, and I can't really justify myself to buy it, to be honest. I'm interested in it, but you know, if I can get the same effects that don't look as cool for $20 is what this skin costs that goes all the way down, I'm going to do that. So anyway, the point of this video and the title of it is likely going to be, you know, like stippling for cheap. And these Ranger wraps and Talon grips and this Goon tape, it really is kind of stippling for cheap. Instead of spending that $200 or $300, it's going to cost you $20. Or Talon grips, I think, are between like $15 and $30, depending on the firearm. So I really recommend them. I'm going to continue and use Goon tape and see if I enjoy it. Continue and use these Cordura and see if I enjoy it. Continue and, you know, try out the stock, see if it does have any benefits. But regardless, they're really cheap, and you know, I recommend you guys all try them out. Like I said, for the third time now, stippling is $200-$300. This is $20, and that's really what started the entire video. And that's kind of what this channel is about. It's just, you know, not spending a ludicrous amount of money and getting good performance. So, all right, thank you for tuning into this video. This is a very non-scripted video. I feel terrible. I sound terrible. And my new system will be coming in shortly, so my videos will hopefully be a little bit higher quality then. Thank you guys for all the support you give me. We're up to more than 200 subscribers now with a 7,000 view video. No clue how that popped off, but I really appreciate it, okay? I'm going to continue to make videos every week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.